It's well known that Prince Charles's romance with Camilla Parker Bowles took a toll on his marriage to Diana. But how has his life changed since committing to Camilla? Here's everything you need to know. To understand why Prince Charles's life with Camilla Parker Bowles has been so contested over time, we have to revisit his separation and divorce from his first wife, Princess Diana. The royal couple got married in 1981, but after a tumultuous decade together, they formally separated in 1992 and later finalized their divorce in 1996. Rather than getting monthly payments from Charles as a result of their divorce, Diana received a lump sum upfront of about $22.5 million. Additionally, she received about $600,000 a year in order to maintain her office. Where the divorce really stung, though, was when it came to royal titles. When Queen Elizabeth was reportedly fine with Diana keeping the Royal Highness title, Charles was adamant that she give it up. His life from that point on dramatically changed, given that he was finally free to pursue the woman he'd been involved with for years, Camilla Parker Bowles. When Princess Diana and Prince Charles got divorced in 1996, people expected Charles and Camilla to go public with their relationship. The two had known each other since 1970, bonding over their shared appreciation of polo and the great outdoors. They were said to also have similar senses of humor. The two started dating, but Charles soon after joined the Royal Navy and was gone for 8 months. When he came back, Camilla was engaged to Andrew Parker Bowles. While it was long rumored that Charles and Camilla's affair was ongoing throughout Charles's engagement and marriage to Diana, he later claimed in his authorized biography that their affair officially began in 1986, which understandably caused Diana much pain.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Following the divorce, Charles had a plan to introduce Camilla to the public, but his plan was quickly altered due to Diana's tragic and untimely death in 1997. He would go on to wait 2 years before making his first public outing with Camilla.
The first time the Prince of Wales has been seen in public with Camilla Parker Bowles for more than 25 years.
To say that Prince Charles's life changed after Diana's death is an understatement. Everything was different, especially for Diana's sons, Prince Harry and Prince William. And while Charles was continuing on with his relationship with Camilla after Diana's passing, the presence of another woman in his life may not have been easy for oldest son William to come to terms with. In fact, when he met Camilla for the first time, it was by mistake. As noted by The Guardian, William stopped by St. James Palace unannounced in June 1998, and Camilla just happened to be there with Charles. The first encounter only lasted for about half an hour. If you're creating a timeline in your head, yes, William met Camilla less than a year after the unexpected death of his mother. Commenting on the meeting, royal author Nicholas Davies wrote, "I don't doubt that William was hurting inside when he finally met the woman who had made his mother so miserable. You can only imagine what was going through his mind." Charles's relationship with William has since been described as a strained one. The Daily Beast reported that even today, the bulk of their relationship consists of official business only. Having a step-parent come onto the scene is rarely an easy experience to go through, especially after a tragic death. Prince Harry reportedly did not take well to the integration of Camilla Parker Bowles into his life and family. To say that Charles's relationship with Harry was never the same after bringing Camilla into the fold is pretty accurate. Royal author Nicholas Davies explained what happened to the father-son-stepmom dynamic, writing, "Harry was already a rebel. He didn't take kindly to Camilla. This was the woman who had stepped into his late mother's shoes, and Harry was not about to welcome her as a future stepmother." He also explained that Harry was both over-polite and generally cool when it came to interacting with Camilla. The more information he received over the years pertaining to the couple's affair during Charles's marriage to Diana, the more distant he became from his father. With Harry having since left the official duties of the royal family behind in 2020, the relationship between him and Charles has reportedly never been worse. Queen Elizabeth is known for keeping a level head, but when it comes to Camilla Parker Bowles' romance with her son, she's historically been less than thrilled. According to Express, Elizabeth effectively banned Camilla's name from being uttered at the palace due to the deterioration that happened in Charles's marriage. And as you can imagine, the heir to the throne was devastated. In fact, his relationship with Camilla took a toll on his dynamic with his mother. And according to British investigative journalist Tom Bower, the Queen, quote, refused to have anything to do with Charles's mistress. A biography written by Bower, of which the Daily Mail got snippets, detailed that Charles's life changed drastically, given that he refused to give up on his future with Camilla. The Queen, quote, would not condone his adultery, nor forgive Camilla for not leaving Charles alone to allow his marriage to recover. Elizabeth even reportedly called Camilla a wicked woman and said that she wanted nothing to do with her, leaving Charles boiling with frustration as a result. Prince Charles's life may have gotten happier the day he married Camilla Parker Bowles, but their wedding day was not without drama. British investigative journalist Tom Bower discovered that, while the engagement between the two was welcomed by Queen Elizabeth, the events leading up to the wedding were less than ideal. Firstly, the Queen denied Charles's request to have a 650-guest reception at Windsor Castle following the ceremony. Instead, she told the soon-to-be married man that a modest celebration would happen instead. Leading up to the wedding, Elizabeth was also said to have excluded Camilla from royal dinners and events. And apparently, the monarch told the couple that there was very little special Welsh gold remaining in order to make Camilla's wedding band, a royal wedding tradition. Adding insult to injury, the Queen reportedly added, "There won't be enough for a third wedding." Charles's final straw, however, was when Elizabeth made it clear that she wouldn't be attending the ceremony. According to the Daily Mail, he was inconsolable over the development and would call close friends to vent about his life. One insider shared, he would go on forever, far into the night. Charles may have been thrilled to marry Camilla, but it came at a cost. Prince Charles may be the next King of England, but that doesn't mean that he's super popular. In fact, his approval ratings went downhill quickly after marrying Camilla Parker Bowles, and some would argue that they haven't fully recovered. As noted by the Daily Mail, only 16% of British citizens surveyed at the time of their wedding in 2005 approved the idea of Camilla one day becoming queen, according to a survey from YouGov conducted shortly after her wedding to Charles. At that point, up to 73% of people surveyed rejected the idea of Camilla being queen, and a third of Britons surveyed by The Times admitted that they didn't care about the future King of England and his new bride at all. In fact, many surveyed preferred the idea of Prince William circumventing his father and becoming king instead. It's not just the United Kingdom that feels a type of way about Camilla and Charles either. The couple traveled to the United States in 2005, the same year they got married, and faced a surprising amount of pushback from royal watchers who appeared to disapprove of Charles's life choices, particularly his treatment of the late Princess Diana. Turning 73 years old in 2021, Prince Charles has been heir apparent to the British throne for longer than anyone else in history. When he married Diana Spencer, it was assumed that Charles and the People's Princess would one day become king and queen, but that of course didn't happen. When it became apparent that Camilla would marry the heir, a lot of questions were raised about Camilla's potential title. After Charles and Camilla got married, it was announced in a royal press release. It is intended that Mrs. Parker Bowles should use the title Her Royal Highness, the Princess Consort, when the Prince of Wales accedes to the throne. Camilla's own son, Tom Parker Bowles, has told The Times that he doesn't know what title his mother would go by, whether it's the Princess Consort, the Queen, or something else. Although the public has grown more receptive to the relationship than it was in previous years, there is still enough public resentment towards Charles and Camilla as a couple that naming Camilla queen might not go over all that well. Prince Charles has always been followed by the press. That's just the reality of being in the royal family. But after he married Camilla Parker Bowles, he experienced a renewed surge of media attention. Furthermore, the media attention completely altered Camilla's life, and in a sit-down with the Daily Mail, she confessed that the attention was unlike anything she'd ever gone through. She said, "It was horrid. It was a deeply unpleasant time, and I wouldn't want to put my worst enemy through it. I couldn't have survived it without my family." In recent years, the renewed interest surrounding Diana Spencer's story, sparked in large part by the hit Netflix show The Crown, has dramatically changed Charles' relationship with the press and public. As reported by the New York Daily News, Charles and Camilla turned off their Twitter comments following season 4 of The Crown, and the heir was said to be incredibly upset at his portrayal and the depiction of his relationship and family.
What does one have to do to get some kindness in this family?
Over time, the ice between Charles's new wife and his sons began to thaw. In 2005, Harry admitted, as reported by the BBC, that Camilla was not the wicked stepmother that people made her out to be. Harry shared, "She's made our father very, very happy, which is the most important thing. William and I love her to bits. To be honest with you, she's always been very close to me and William." Over time, the relationship between the couple and the Queen has also softened. The monarch made a sweet gesture to the couple at their wedding reception, telling them in a speech, "They have come through, and I'm very proud and wish them well. My son is home and dry with the woman he loves." The life that Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles have gone on to live together since their wedding has been a combination of happy moments, stressful circumstances, and ever-evolving royal expectations. However, a day that holds significant meaning to them both forever changed in 2021, and not for the better. Charles's father, Prince Philip, died at the age of 99 on April 9, 2021. While the news of his passing was incredibly sad for the royal family, it just so happened to fall on the same day as Charles and Camilla's wedding anniversary. Instead of taking to social media that day to mark their 16th anniversary as a married couple, Charles and Camilla echoed the sentiment of the other royal family members and simply posted a black and white photo of Philip with the caption, "The royal family join with people around the world in mourning his loss." The couple were later seen visiting public memorials that were erected in the days after Philip's death. And on one such occasion, both Charles and Camilla were seen crying over the scene. The unfortunate turn of events may forever make their anniversary a sad day for the couple. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about the royal family are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.